Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So finally back to the beginning. Let's zoom in, first matchup here again in Group A. We have Dark World, a deck from 2014. Dark World Turbo featuring the Chaos Creator, again from the same era as TeleDAD. It's going to take on, speaking of the devil being TeleDAD, right? The first deck is just here, again, no surprise, I guess. Again, one of those tier 0 formats we got like years ago, right, with a TeleDAD. But a small variation of the deck featuring Royal Oppression in the main deck, right? So it kind of could give the deck more answers, main deck answers also, for more up-to-date decks, right? Because again, older decks kind of struggle against you know, the new speed, or well, you know how Yugioh is being played nowadays. So which deck has the advantage? Interesting one. The people see, even though the difference is not that big, only like 5%, see that TeleDAD has the advantage over, or should have the advantage over Dark World. I could feel the same way. I feel it's like 50-50 even, maybe Dark World having the slight advantage because of this stuff like Zenmaines. Zenmaines is perfect against a lot of old school decks. Then again, I went second, and like this going second hand was terrible. Going first on the other hand would have been fantastic, sitting, you know, behind double oppression, at least. I'm not sure, does the Dark World deck have access to Heavy Storm? I don't think so. Not sure. No, I don't think so. Triple Typhoon. But yeah, anyway, so I don't think there was any, you know, reason to not set both Oppression because of triple MST. So anyway, Breaker getting rid of, was it Torrential Tribute, right? Yeah, Zenmaines indeed, you know, used the effect during the end phase, so pop something on my side of the field. Again, not the best. Testy Draw not live, Dark Arm Dragon not live. I needed something like Stratos D-Draw, hopefully, you know, setting up Dark Armed and go from there. Plus sitting behind a Royal Oppression is definitely solid, because again, it prevents Grafa from hitting the board, whatever. And again, being able, or at least if I would have been able to drop Dark Armed, would have been able to deal with Zenmaines, but no, wasn't the case. So this opening hand in game number 1 definitely wasn't a hand I, you know, wanted going second. Anyway, so game number 2, I get Maxeed, obviously, so Maxeed turns out to be a +1. It's fine though. Stardust is much more important against, well, like get it out to protect my own Typhoon, because again, you want to have your Typhoon against your opponent's field spell, the Dark World field spell. Here, I'm not sure, is Grafa mandatory? I guess you could like risk not use Grafa's destruction effect, so Stardust would, you know, stay on the field and try to attack over Stardust with Grafa, I guess. Then again, you know, there's stuff like Solemn's Wing Blast that could potentially hit the Grafa, right? I mean, you probably should have risked it, no? But it is what it is. I don't think it really mattered too much. Maxi again, I mean, Maxi into Tragodia could have been terrible, but luckily no, you know, no Tragodia, so I'm able to attack for game. So this is pure TeleDAD, right? Like going, you know, going delicious, nutritious during your opponent's, well, not during their first turn, that is. So this opening hand is very average. I decide, at least I changed my mind. Obviously, you should Brain Control attack first, see if there's Tragodia and Tribute for Malicious. Which I do eventually, and maybe you could have, you know, kept it Heavy Storm, but I was like, well, there's 3 Typhoon, potential Royal Decree as well, I think, in the side deck. I think so. Other, you know, Floodgates, I was like, no, let's go for Heavy and, you know, see from there. Trap Does Shoot got me free information, and we saw that the hand was kind of terrible. And because of, by the way, I cited in Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master, who remembers that card? One of my favorite cards back then, because, you know, it was so undervalued, underrated. You know, a lot of people attacking into it and sent the monster to the top of the deck. Anyway, so Stardust gets in, and, you know, here in this case, I was sitting on Solemn Judgment. Again, if my opponent, I think there was a Grafa in the graveyard, went for normal summon Dark World monster, definitely going to Solemn that, right? And then, you know, or trade in for something like that, definitely going to Solemn that. But here in this case, game number 4, and this was actually, I feel, a game-winning hand. Like normal summon Stratos, search Mali, I think, Malicious or Diamond Tooth, and, you know, get up my engine and so on, but deck dev is Deck Devastation, I believe the name is, plus double Mind Crush. I mean, what can you do against that? So yeah, I'm now pretty much behind. Was the battle phase already over? Not sure. No, still the battle phase, but this is definitely not enough for a game, right? Felgrand should indeed be hitting the board. Tragodia copying the level of a monster in the graveyard. Sadly, Dark Armed is not live. Stratos is not a Dark, still not a Dark. Imagine, well, I mean, okay, Dark Armed Dragon probably would have tried to use its effect. Felgrand would have negated it, so iffy, probably would not have mattered too much. Maybe like another Destiny hero for Destiny draw, you know, that would have been the third Dark. Yeah, that could. I mean, if, right. So, okay, game number 5. Let's see. This could turn into a delicious godly opening hand, or it could be worse if I draw Mali. I draw Mali, obviously. So, I'll only have 1 Malicious left in the main deck. And there is no Mali in the graveyard. And I think, what are my sets? I think Typhoon and then Oppression? No, Solemn. Oh. I think I'm forced to Solemn, because again I don't want Grafa hitting the board. Plus, if Dark World is, you know, 1 monster short, it's definitely crucial for them to, you know, do that, even though the Solemn was very expensive. Again, Destiny draw, and here I think I was able to go for game. The Dark Smog, I think is a side deck card. Again, something you could expect. But, I mean, you can't really play around it, I guess. Malicious was banished. A Ryza target, right? Then again, I think I went for a game. I tried to go for a game with normal summon Greffer, discard Plague, send, I don't know, any Dark. That would have been 3 Darks, Dark Armed, Synchro, that would have been game. Because, let's face it, Dark World, this particular deck, the Turbo deck, is not really running too many traps. I think Bottomless is also a side deck card, if I remember correctly. So that was just super unfortunate. Here, a very same situation is where those extra Malicious could have been very useful. Like drawing multiple, you know, multiple Malicious due to Allure is terrible, because again, Allure banishes 1 copy. So that's just so terrible. And again, okay, Plague Spreader could, but it's not. Yeah, that would have been the target for Greffer, right? Sending Plague to the graveyard, but nope. And yeah, your opponent is able to use your own Royal Oppression as well to, you know, pay 800 to counter your special summon. And I'm not, at least I'm short of life points, so I can't win this one. So I feel that in game number 4 and 5, TeleDAD definitely had the hands to win. But there were some easy counters, well, hard-drawn counters for that, like Mind Crush, Deck Devi, the Malicious in game number 5, but it is what it is. Anyway, so next matchup we have Macro Cosmos Rabbit versus Frog FTK. I don't know. So feel free to leave your prediction. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.